We did a good job. We had a report.
Jipa.
My screens are all log goes
Thanks, Celtic.
These go here.
Okay.
That's magic.
It's my turn. My turn.
Here we go.
That's really loud in my ear holes.
My turn.
Is it your turn? No, it's my turn.
I'll be back briefly.
Uno rates.
The other edge of the street that the station is on.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I didn't. Joey keeps on hitting me with blues, and we're linked in this game, which means he's drawing because of it. It's like, stop giving me blues, and you'll stop being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Aha! I was like, I know it's around here somewhere.
What's around here? Where?
The door.
Okay.
The entrance.
That's me.
Oh.
I can feel a breeze from inside.
I didn't even say my line.
It was something about, could this be the entrance to the underground waterway?
I know, but I was about to read it, and then it went away.
That was not a torture. That's the game
You gotta
being
clock- you
stupid
gotta
when I
stop
click
clicking off
back
the
into it
screen.
from being outside of it.
You gotta stop getting off the screen, bruh.
I was trying to fix something on the stream.
Seems like it's pretty spacious.
This must be the place then. Now we just need to find a way to unlock it. Probably not a good idea to draw my sword in the middle of the city.
I mean, may I have a try?
A hairpin?
You're going to pick it?
I have no idea if it'll actually work, but it's worth a shot, right? A Perio.
I thought it was Aloha Mora.
All my Harry Potters trained me for this moment.
Hey, thanks for the raid, 10.
Wow.
That was really impressive.
I remember reading how to do it in a mystery novel once. I'm so glad it actually worked.
Oh?
Nice job, Emma. We should be able to get inside now. Let's get all our things in order, then head on in and pray no one else sees.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Not suspicious at all. No. Whispering under your breath? No, no. But yes, it should be Aloha Mora. Let's be real.
It's just Latin phrases.
Some of the
Yeah, so is Harry Potter's.
Some are Latin.
Imperio
Some are
is Latin
adjacent.
based.
Yeah, Aperio is very much more directly translated. So, yeah.
Expecto Patronum is very Latin based.
I would say so. That's pretty close.
Yeah, some Harry Potter's
A
a
lot of
mix
it's
of
also
both.
in,
This just uses like direct translation Latin.
Harry Potter has a mix of a lot of old languages that go together for
Yeah.
their magic spells.
This one is just I'm fairly certain all of the magic stuff in this game series is just Latin.
This waterway is actually quite pretty. I was expecting the Verdant City to be beautiful, but it never dawned on me that the same might be true of its underground.
There are tricky monsters here too, though.
You need to head west to the part of the waterway that connects with the principal army's guardhouse. Provincial. Provincial army's guardhouse. Once we're there, we have to find a way inside so we can rescue Machias.
Right.
Understood.
Also, my stupid sound paneling wall fell down again.
Oh no.
You think it's
Gotta
because of the
get-
cold?
Well, I think it might be that, but I think it also might just be that the strips that came with the frames that I used for it, because like I don't have the sound panels glued directly to the wall. They're stuck on these like pads that stick into these frames, and then the frames are like command stripped to the wall, so they don't damage the wall. Because you can like, if you want to, you can screw them in, but I'm like, I don't own this house, so they're command stripped. Well, the command strips that they come with, I think, they're just like really generic, junky command strips. They're not like the name brand. They're just random.
The heavy-duty Velcro ones. Those are.
I would, but that's a lot of them. So I'm gonna get some more of the actual like name brand command strips tomorrow. I'm gonna get them after work, unless my mom goes to the store and gets them. I was like, if you go to the store, I need these. Otherwise, I'll just get them when I get off work. I was like, I don't care either way. It's supposed to be like stupidly cold tomorrow.
Just the kind of thing you'd expect in an old ruin like this.
Yep.
Do you think
Also,
it's
I'm
powered
mad.
by the water flowing through here?
That it's snowing outside.
No!
It is
I
not
wasn't supposed to.
snowing here. We had snow this
Tell
afternoon.
nature to stop, D.
I tried.
Try harder.
I had to go outside and yell, "Stop it! Stop snowing! It's not time yet."
I
Wasn't
mean,
supposed to
it's,
snow till Wednesday.
I
What
was
is
like,
this?
what do you mean? It's January. It's about time to snow.
No!
The weather people said Wednesday.
Yes, weather people and politicians, the two jobs you get paid to be wrong.
And my radar has nothing on it.
Now's our chance.
My turn.
There was like a little cold like
It's
blue
my-
blip that popped
Oh.
through, so that little cold blue blip happened to snow a little bit on my outside. So there it is.
On your outside.
I was like, my car was inside, so it wasn't my car.
I
but
certainly
the
didn't
garbage can
expect
had
to
some stuff
encounter
on
the
it
three
too,
of you
so-
down here.
What?
Is that...
Plot twist.
Use this.
I'm so glad you're safe.
Of course I am. Though I can't say I was expecting to be placed under house arrest the moment I returned to the mansion.
So that's what happened.
You know what's going on?
Unfortunately, arresting the Imperial Governor's son under a false charge in order to keep the reformist faction under control. I find it hard to believe my father would attempt something so brazen. He didn't have any intention of talking to me. Not the slightest inclination. This was all planned from the start.
Use this.
Enough about me. Thanks to my brother, I'm familiar with the general layout of this waterway. I'll lead us to the guardhouse. Let's get moving.
You're actually...
You were planning on saving him even if you had to do it alone, weren't you?
Nothing like last month's field study.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just can't condone my father's actions. Besides, he's no doubt huddled up, crying and lonely in the corner of his cell right now.
It's not like I want to be his
It's
friend
worth
or
rescuing
anything.
him just to see that.
All right.
Sure.
Let's get moving.
Sure, he says.
It's not like I want to be his friend or anything. Baka.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
The
Baka.
entrance to the guardhouse is to the
It's
west.
Not like
We
I
should hurry.
want to be part of the party. Yeah.
But I want to go this way, Eustace, because there's things.
There's a reviving bomb over there, you said.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
I was gonna say, I thought she was asking about the monster. That's a beautiful looking monster.
It was a
You know-
pretty monster.
I wouldn't
Those are
put it
pretty.
past her.
I need to talk to the clean crew about what Nash is going to do as a super summon.
Ooh.
Super Saiyan?
Basically.
Yes. Nash is gonna go Super Saiyan in the next.
Power level over 9,000?
I mean,
Yes.
considering that 10 gave me the power to summon any creature that is my character's level or lower, you know, pretty damn
Why
close.
is this ladder
Is it
so
harder
long?
to climb ladders when you've got a big chest?
Fee,
You know?
Hostile spotted. Beginning
My
combat.
turn.
Like
They do
logistically?
get in the way a little bit.
Probably.
Azure.
Okay.
Very
it's my turn.
Okay.
might. I shall.
Back down we go.
I need to message Crumbs now too.
That actually reminds me that I need to message Crumbs myself. Or just talk to him next time we appear in voice chat.
There's another lattice door.
There should be a mechanism to open it somewhere nearby.
I may or may not have asked a huge ask of her, and I told her that I would pay her.
I was just trying to make a chibi little reactive person. Said once she got the once she got her VGen up and running, she was gonna message me, and then I think she forgot, or she doesn't have it done yet. Either one.
I spy treasure.
Why can't you control volume on Facebook Reels? It's so loud.
You know, that is a wonderful question that I ask myself
Like,
all
it
the
shouldn't
time.
be that hard to put a volume slider on there. Like, I realize that most people watch these on their phone.
I
but,
spy
like,
treasure.
for those of us on the computer, it's kind of hard to not get
I'm
blasted.
exhausted.
It's gotta be the chest.
Fee, that's enough.
Honestly.
Honestly.
It's a running joke in the entire time.
so
She loves making jokes about them.
Just because she hasn't had this 16-year-old glow up yet.
Door?
It looks to be made of iron, but
There's no keyhole. Guess it can only be opened from the other side.
Could this be the path that leads to the guardhouse? It is indeed. This path connects the waterway with the building's lower levels. I had no idea the door between the two areas could only be opened from the inside, however.
how are we supposed to get through? I can't pick the lock if there's no keyhole.
Looks far too sturdy for my sword to have much effect either.
be overcome.
Fee?
What do you mean?
Stand back.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
I know this smell.
Explain yourself, please.
Ignition.
What?
What?
You know?
Done.
Done?
Fee, did you?
Was that a bomb?
Portable high-powered explosive. Plasticity makes it handy for this kind of espionage work.
Explosive?
Just afterwards. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, she just
Can we
casually
go
has some
on now?
plastique on her, you know?
Where could you possibly have gotten such a thing?
Found it.
Fee, I think at this point we have a right to know. What exactly is your background?
Reen,
Gosh.
The day of the entrance ceremony, I saw you dodging that trap
Expunge your
floor the rest of
background
us fell
story.
into. You're 2 years younger than us, yet you're physically no weaker at all. In fact, I'd say when it comes to combat situations, you seem almost like you're holding back.
Impossible.
Guess you got me. Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. That's where I learned how to handle explosives and use my gun swords. That's all.
A Jaeger? I wasn't expecting that.
I've heard that term before. The best of the best mercenary outfits are known as Jaeger Corps.
Jaeger Corps are almost synonymous with the Grim Reaper. To think I'd be going to school with a Jaeger.
It's interesting how they have a different opinion on
A
Jaegers.
Reaper?
No, that's not... I spoke out of turn. I mustn't let prejudices get the better of me.
That's right. Knowing her past doesn't change who she is now.
Thanks for telling us, Fee. And I'm sorry for prying.
Not bothered. But we should hurry if we want to save Machias.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, let's press onward.
They have a very different definition of Jaeger Corps compared to the rest of the world.
How so?
It's almost like they see it as like a different branch of military, not like synonymous with military, just they exist as another battle unit. Whereas in other places, it's like Jaeger Corps are doing all these bad things and yada yada yada. Whereas they just seemed like, wow, you were part of this. That's cool.
Well, there's
Just saying.
you're not wrong. There's two main reasons for that. One, in most of the series, they're the one country that's hired all those Jaegers to do those things.
Oops.
True.
Two, Erebonia has the most powerful army in the entire continent. So Jaeger Corps don't tend to mess with them. They tend to hire Jaeger Corps to supplement their own armed forces.
Yeah.
So
it's just that subtle difference in, you know.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Did I just make you happy that I picked up on that or something?
No, it's just factual. Like, their country does not view Jaegers as harshly as the rest of the world because they utilize Jaegers. They've been utilizing Jaegers in kind of a basically like a proxy war with the Republic for a long time, and the Republic does the same thing. The Republic and Erebonia are the two strongest armies on the entire continent. And they've been using Jaeger Corps to wage secret wars against each other for a long time. So Jaegers are nothing new to them.
This looks like the place.
Looks like an underground prison, all right.
Indeed, he must be here somewhere.
Am I hearing things?
Machias!
And still in one piece by the sound of it.
What
What are you all doing here? There's no way the Provincial Army would just let me go. You didn't sneak in, did you?
We came in through the underground waterway.
I'll open the cell.
How are you going to... What the...
We'll explain when we have more time.
Yeah, right now we need to get away from here before we're caught.
As long as we can make it back to the city, we should be able to bluff our way out of any further trouble.
Right. Thanks. I'd resigned myself to being stuck in there for a while. I must admit, though, I'm surprised you, of all people, would come to my aid.
I only came to get a glimpse at your tear-stained face. Plus, I thought this might be a good opportunity to pay back my father.
I see.
What? Voices?
Damn. It's...
Oh, Lord Eustace?
As much as I would love to praise you for a job well done, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take a short rest.
What?
Let's clean house.
Roger that.
Right.
Very well, I will serve as your opponent.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle this.
Go!
It's my turn. The battle's over.
Was that the guards going, ew?
I believe this is probably our Mickey and Minnie.
Ooh, perfect.
Mickey and
You mean Mickey and
Goofy. Jeez.
Mickey and Goofy. Sorry.
Look, sir. This is Mickey. This is Minnie. Anyway.
I can't do a mini voice, so I can't even do that, so. Damn.
Uh-oh, I
Impressive.
can't believe I just did that. I'm gonna be hired by Disney now. Give me the Disney months,
they're gonna keep
man.
you forever.
Give me the Disney months. Anyways. They're strong.
But beaten by students.
Mission accomplished.
You sure you're alright with this?
They'll be unconscious for a while, but their lives are in no danger. Our priority right now is getting out of here as fast as we can. They shouldn't be able to catch up with us if we leave right now.
Understood.
Let's go.
If I hadn't been so careless, this would never have
There
happened.
wasn't much he could have done.
I'm just glad you're all right.
Say!
Make sure it didn't randomly unassign their... for some reason, Fiamakias don't have anything. And Emma.
I saw Mishi's name somewhere in there.
Yes, there is. Right along Mishi's. We can give everybody their own Mishi.
Well, he would look better
Roll
with
out.
bunny ears, definitely.
That's so much worse.
He has a tail too.
And a tail.
Oh my gosh, he's got
That
a
is amazing.
This doesn't really work because his
Bunny
tail doesn't.
Bros. Oh,
He's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
I like Bunny Bros better.
That's better. Yes.
Pretty cute too, yeah.
It just doesn't match Fee. I mean, it like matches her hair color, but not her.
The problem is that it's
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Leave
Bunny
it
Bros.
on the boys. Yes.
you realize that will be in every single cutscene they have.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Just keep it for the next couple. Let's see what-
All the better. Reen doesn't get one
I
now,
see no problem
unfortunately.
with this.
Yeah, Reen doesn't get to have bunny ears.
Oh.
No, Reen just has his standard uniform. Hey, look! It's the character that Ten hates.
Oh wow.
Byakuya.
That's the name of his weapon.
It's also white
Bleach?
in Japanese.
Somebody that's in Bleach that has a name too. I'm assuming this is like somebody.
That's one of the other guards.
It's a random guy. Yeah.
What happened here?
Oh no, it's the captain guy.
Oh.
Goofy and Mickey are knocked out, so this is someone else.
It's no good. They're out cold.
Someone must have snuck in through the underground waterway.
Curse, it has to be those damn students. Someone needs to tell them their place. Release the beast. Those pesky sneaks can serve as test subjects for them.
What beasts are you keeping down here?
Perfect.
Yes.
There's some beasts right there.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
This
It came from the direction of the cells.
is exactly what we need in this game. Might be some kind of trained beast.
Yeah, you gotta be joking.
If you have the energy to shout, you have the energy to run.
You're right.
What they're missing
It's really hard to file
is
your
maid
nail when you have
outfits.
part of your skin missing from it.
They need maid outfits.
That's the wrong way.
We need to head east. Hurry!
They need maid outfits.
Why?
Because they need them.
I think that might actually be a costume you can
Oh, I'm sure
buy.
it's this Japanese game. They
There are
have to
two
have
of them,
Do it.
outfits.
and they're big.
And fast.
Hurry!
Right.
This is the worst day ever.
You're right, Marcus. You're right.
You're wearing bunny ears. This is the worst state ever.
This is the worst day ever.
Oh, well. Hey.
Dovakin? Is that you? Is that Dovin?
We're surrounded.
They're very well
There's
trained.
two of them.
Cats? No, dogs. They're like dogs.
Your family's army employs monsters like this?
No one ever told me.
They aren't going to let us past, are they?
They're pretty smart for beasts.
So we'll just have to take him down.
Indeed. Bad dogs require stern discipline.
Time to wrap up this month's field study. Class 7, Group A, commence attack on the targets.
All right.
Don't let it intimidate you!
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
Marcus and Eustace can now link.
Here we go!
It's about time.
You telling me it's a bunny link?
Yes.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Arcus, activate.
Right!
My turn.
Yeah!
What?
Here we go!
Funny blizzard.
You're in sure. Crystal Saber!
Go! Azure Flames, gather on my blade! Okay, it's safe for now. We did it.
That was tough.
I thought we were done for.
I have no intention of letting filthy beasts get the better of me, trained or otherwise.
Honestly now, this is no laughing matter, you know.
Look who's talking. You're grinning like an idiot.
Not as much as you are.
There they go.
I don't think we could have wrapped this month's field study up more perfectly if we'd tried.
We were all able to form combat links with one another, too.
Damn.
We're not through the woods just yet, it would seem.
Looks like the end of the road.
God, that was a heavy breathing.
You've pushed your luck one
Jesus.
step too far this time.
It's
Wow,
hard.
that is an accent that
Are
was
you
not
that
on him
desperate
before.
to be thrown in a cell with Ragnitz?
Nits.
Ragnitz.
Nits.
If you want to arrest us, go right ahead.
Lord Eustace! What are you doing here? I thought you'd been locked in the mansion.
I chose to return to my studies. Well, what's it to be? Accusing my classmates of this crime will implicate me as well.
We couldn't possibly point our rifles at Lord Eustace.
Silence! Not even Lord Eustace has the right to trespass in a military facility, much less to release a suspect in our custody, directly opposing the orders of His Grace the Duke.
Enough! We may not be the best of friends, but I am Eustace Albarea. I will not simply stand by and watch as one of my classmates is arrested under false charges and used in a tool in some political war.
He said the F word.
Lord Eustace.
Eustace?
False. I was like, what?
We have our orders, and nothing you say will change that. Disarm them, men, Lord Eustace included.
That will not be necessary.
What?
Impossible.
I'm
The army's
obsessed
so
with this
funny.
one voice actor.
This guy.
He had rent
gone all out.
due.
He was giving it his all for this one
Understood the
performance.
assignment.
I love it.
Lord Rufus!
Rufus.
I totally forgot how this guy sounded. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
We'd heard you were in the capital.
How? Why are you...
I received a message from the Academy at noon today, and I returned by airship as quickly as I could. With your instructor.
What?
Looks like you've all done a fine job.
Hi.
What's up?
Instructor
How's it going?
Sarah?
What are you doing here?
I've been filled in on the circumstances, more or less. I'll take care of matters here. You all return to your posts at once.
But, Lord Rufus, with all due respect...
I've already informed my father. Or do you intend to embarrass me beyond your other transgressions?
No, of course not. Second company, withdraw! Sir!
Please, excuse us.
They all hightail it out of there.
Oh my. Well, you can tell they're well trained, if nothing else.
The provincial army takes its training very seriously, of course. Though I resent the
And
mere
their
notion
voices.
that it could be misused so grievously.
I'm sure you do.
So, what brings you here,
We've got
instructor?
history.
Seriously, why are you here?
Your timing is a little too convenient.
Did you come after receiving word from the provincial army?
Yes.
Nope. I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. And he was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital.
I don't know what to say.
Honestly, you seem to be prepared for virtually everything. Wait a second.
Director?
Oh, you don't know yet, do you?
I also serve as a permanent member of the Academy's Board of Directors. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to meet again in that capacity.
The board of directors?
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
I decided to keep it a secret so I could see the look on your face when you found out. I'm not the only member of the board, though, of course. I'm simply one of 3 permanent members.
That explains why you knew so much about Class 7.
Way too well prepared.
Still, I had no idea my father would attempt something so foolish while I was away. He's always been an obstinate man, but he's simply gone too far this time. As a member of the Academy's board, I cannot remotely condone the unlawful arrest of a student.
Rufus?
Thank you for your concern.
And thus ended the second field study. Sierra's later
Amazing.
returned, exhausted. Next day, they left. I love that older brother's like, I kept it a secret so I could see your face when when you found out. Like, no big deal.
It was a surprise I saved just for you.
So that's Class 7, eh? A little rough around the edges, but they managed to get through in one piece. I think I see now why you're so fixated on them, Sarah. And Rufus Alborea. I've heard people say he's the sharpest noble of the bunch, but still.
What business could he possibly have over by the canyon so early in the morning? Is that what you were about to ask?
Who are you?
Pay me no mind, I'm but a low-ranking noble. I've been watching over those young students to see what they're capable of, much like yourself.
Really now? You'll forgive me for asking, but you look awfully like someone a couple of acquaintances mentioned to me a long time ago. You
It's so
wouldn't
weird.
happen
You
to
look
have
like this
some
person without an
fancy-sounding
ascot.
stage name or anything, would you?
Ha ha! You'll just have to find that out on your own. Your acquaintances wouldn't be a certain innocent young couple from a foreign land, though, would they?
You'll just have to find that out on your own.
Indeed. Well, if you'll please excuse me, it's almost time for the airship to depart, and I really must be getting back to Heimdall. May we meet again, young bracer. Do give my regards to the Purple Lightning, if you would.
As if the situation weren't messy enough. It seems we've got another source of trouble on our hands now. I'd better let the others know, just in case.
That was a lot of lore.
Lore.
Oh, don't do that, even in a video game. Ugh. Stop it!
And you call yourselves teenagers. Unlike me, you actually get to go to sleep every night. You should be full of energy by this point in the day.
Give me a break.
I'm not sure why her model's head is bouncing around like crazy.
Considering all that's happened this weekend, I think we can be
now
forgiven
it's
for
not.
being a little tired.
I
Well,
think it
that's
was just
certainly true
nodding,
enough.
but it was stuck in an idle.
Group B had their fair share of problems to deal with as well, but they weren't quite as serious as yours. Although they were of a similar nature.
What do you mean exactly?
Did they also wind up getting involved in a conflict between the two factions?
More or less. St. Arc is another territory belonging to one of the four great houses, after all. So they got themselves caught up in a bit of trouble. The four of them managed to get through it together in the end, though.
Well, that's good.
That's a relief, yeah.
But, Sarah, just what kind of mirror did they pour into buffing up Aurochs Fort anyway? What we saw was nuts.
Thank you.
So I've heard. And the provincial army isn't the only force trying to improve its armaments. The Imperial Army is doing the same, with the Blood and Iron Chancellor and his 20 armored divisions squarely at the center.
Really?
How should the military academy... Well, how should we act in a situation like this? Thor's graduates join both the provincial and imperial armies, right?
That's nothing you need to be worrying about. Not right now, at least. You're at the academy to learn. That's all you should be focusing on. While you're there, it's true that you may be forced to acknowledge some of the more unpleasant realities of Erebonia. But I believe there's something special to be gained from that. Something you can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as you're together with your friends and classmates, people for whom there is no substitute. Maybe when you graduate and go out into the world, much of what you've learned at Thor's will have little meaning. But I still truly believe that sometime, somehow, what you experience as part of Class 7 will be an invaluable treasure to you. It may not seem that way now, but I know in my heart that it will someday.
Instructor.
You almost had me there for a moment.
That was the last thing I ever thought I'd hear from you.
Hey! What's with all the laughing?
I'm really sorry. Your words were quite touching, but...
Coming out of your mouth, they were just...
Painfully droll.
Something we can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as we're with our friends and classmates, for whom there is no substitute.
Stop that! Are you trying to kill me?
You kids are awful. I was being serious, you know. Why must this instructor thing be so difficult sometimes?
Oh, man.
Poor Sarah, trying to be meaningful.
Looks like they got back okay. So glad I didn't have to bust in and save them. I thought it was all over when I got spotted at the fort, though. Hey, White Rabbit here! Uh-huh, everything went A-okay. Don't sweat the details. I did what I was supposed to. No sign of them, though, but I did find a bunch of other interesting stuff. What? Fake intel? Someone managed to get a leg up on you and Gramps? Must have been one heck of a guy. Huh? Me? I'm gonna go meet up with Claire now. Gotcha. See you then, Lecter.
Fucking Lecter.
Fucking Lecter.
I wonder what that military academy they mentioned is all about. Sounds kind of fun. Lammy! Yep, we're done here. Let's get going, Aragetlum.
How wholesome. Definitely isn't going to, change
was a lot at
ever.
once.
I have a plushie of that thing.
Such a wholesome situation. Definitely
shiny?
it's not going to be any kind of situation in the future. Nope, no siree.
No, not at all.
Keep up the good work. I think you could have done better than that.
A.
Oh, we got a C. Despicable.
It was the middle of June. With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista. With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life. But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams. I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
As I recall,
Same
aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well,
Yes.
I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand up on just about everything. Honestly, my biggest worry right now is math.
I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though.
You mean that'd be a huge help?
My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone.
Why the quack? What the heck?
I really wanted to play the quack sound. I couldn't tell you why.
Okay, fair enough.
It
I
was
was just like, why?
so.
Where did the quack come from?
I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there's some finer points.
I can aid you with that if you'd like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay.
It'd be my pleasure.
Sorry, I was trying to swallow. My spit was stuck in my throat. Okay. Would you like to study with me, Fee?
I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics.
Of course. You're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later.
Huh. What's up with her?
Maybe I'm just reading into too much into it, but I could have sworn I started looking over at Fee. Hey, Reen. Huh? What is it? Heading back to the dorms?
You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want.
I feel like I have something stuck in the back of my throat and I can't get it off.
Mood.
Gotta give it a good hawk to her.
No.
That's the sound you make when you're trying to clear your throat anyway. That's what you do when you hawk a loogie and stuff. That's how you
The
clear
sound
it.
that you make when you're trying to clear your throat, not. Anyways.
I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I come and join you guys a bit later.
All right, then.
Perhaps we'll see you later. We have 3 study points. And we can go meet with literally everybody. So who we be prioritizing? The only person we can't interact and do points with is Sarah. But everybody
Well,
else we
she's
can.
not good at any of this stuff, so I mean, yeah.
Now, if we want to min-max this, Elliot, Machias, Usus, Fee, Gaius are the ones I don't have all the links maxed out of.
Let's do. We should do Machias and Usus for 2 of them, in my opinion.
Okay. That's 2 possibles. Either the other 2 of you have any opinions?
Nope.
Plead the fifth.
I have more opinions if you guys don't have, but yeah.
They don't have opinions, apparently.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm torn between Elliot or Laura, and you can pick which one you want. Mr. Ghost.
If we went with Elliot, we'd probably hit 5 on him.
Do it.
But at the same time, I'm trying to remember if this is a... If there's like important story stuff with Laura because she walked away. I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Let me... Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So if we go to Machias, we get Machias and Elliot both.
Oh, okay.
So it's Elisa and Laura, Emma and Fee, Gaius and Eusis, Elliot and Machias, and then Crow and Toa.
Well, it sounds like the Elliot, Machias, and then the Laura and Elisa you said, and then we can do Eustace and Gaius. That sounds good to me.
Okay. That makes sense because that's the pairs that they were in, so.
Yeah.
Okay. This basically, we can go in here and we can read all the books. I think this is the person I need to talk to. Nope. A specific character I need to talk to in here. Is it you? Yeah, okay. Because that gives me... Yeah, this one here.
Teresia? Teresia?
I believe it is Teresia.
Okay.
Oh, so this is where you were. Wow, you guys study. You don't mess around. Well, no better motivated than fear, right? My exams start tomorrow, and we've got to know our orbital science. I'll make sure I study as much as I possibly can before then.
There's no such thing as too prepared. Besides, this is our last chance to get a full day of studying in. How about it, Reen? Up for one last marathon study session?
Sure, I'd love you guys. I'd love to join you guys for a while. Orbital science isn't quite my forte anyway.
In that case, let's get started with the basics.
Sounds good to me. This is legitimately going to be like fact stuff in the world.
Love it.
So we're gonna get to learn how the world works in here a little bit. So orbital energy is generated by septium, right? And it differs from other types of energy that replenishes itself over time. Hard to imagine what life would be like without it. Orbital energy is in everything. Lighting, railways, telephones, battle ordnance.
That segues nicely into our next topic. Let's talk battle ordnance.
Segues. That word is such a weird word.
The spelling makes it really weird.
Segue.
The segues.
I almost messed up the word. I was like staring at it for so long. I was like, "What is that word?"
That
And then I was
segues
like,
nicely.
Ah, gotcha.
It's nicely.
It's what it looks like. Segu.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Segway.
I know what the word is. It's funnier to mispronounce it.
Yeah, I'm just
I
so
love
used to
mispronouncing
thinking
words.
Segway being the like vehicle.
Oh,
And I
Segway.
Yeah. Oh, way different.
Oh, yeah.
The first key feature is their portability. The second is their ability to synchronize with the user, allowing them to easily use orbital arts, magic for the everyman. Feature 3 is their flexibility. A battle orbman's capabilities can change dramatically based on the quartz within.
That story wouldn't have been more perfect if we read it out of the textbook. As Armachius. Can't believe you could rattle all of that off without even stopping to think. But if you really don't have the basics down, are you just trying to help me instead of focusing on what you really need to study?
No, it's not that. Reciting the information I've learned like this helps it stick in my memory. It might look flashy, but this is really productive studying for me too.
No, everyone needs method.
As I said earlier, it's not possible to be too prepared. While we still have a lot of ground to cover in our orbital science review, I would appreciate it if you would help me study for a few others when we're done.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Really? Well, thanks.
Hey, we hit level 5, which is max. Oh, we're so close. I need another 100
That's
with
fair.
him.
We weren't friends with him in the beginning.
Yeah, well, I don't use Machias as much in battle as I used Elliot, which is why Elliot's higher. So if you look at like my links, right? I don't use Eustace much in battle. I use Gaius quite a bit, which is why his was up higher. I use Elliot a lot because he's a good healer, so his was up high. But like, I didn't really do a ton of people's like bonding events. I did like, so I did Elisa's, Laura's, Emma's, Fee's, because I like don't use Fee hardly at all in battle. Because I didn't have her built very well. I didn't have great stuff for her. Now I did. Now I do. Toward the end of the game, she got a lot better, but which is why she's higher up. Her bond is mostly from just bonding event stuff. Like Eustace, I didn't use hardly at all in battle, but the story stuff is kind of fun, so I did his story stuff. Machias I almost never used in battle, but his is higher because his story stuff is good. Gaius has good story, but I just never had time to go and do his in order to max out people, because you can't max everybody out in one playthrough. It's just not possible. Alright. Over here. It's not gonna... Oh, are the two of you studying military science? Looks like you guys are tearing through things too.
More or less.
You caught us just as we reached the section on military symbols. Care to join us? Sure, couldn't hurt. I didn't know a thing about military science until I entered the academy, so I'm not feeling terribly confident. It's not as though most schools teach military minutiae alongside literature and
Minutia.
Minutia. Thank you. I couldn't think of how to pronounce that, so I just kind of went with what I thought it might be. I didn't know that's how minutia is spelled. Good to know. Yeah. We're all in the same boat here.
Either way, we'd be happy to have another person to paddle. Have a seat.
Wait, you're beating people up with it? What?
You sound like my patients when I bring my gate over or something like a stick. They're like, "Are you gonna beat me with that stick?" And I go, "No, not at all."
Well, they talk about wanting another person to paddle.
Like a canoe.
I had a very different high school experience. We had people expelled because the seniors were beating up the freshmen with a paddle they made in shop class.
That's not good.
That was their freshman initiation, was they smacked freshmen on the butts with a paddle.
Allow that to be made.
They didn't. The students made it behind their backs.
Well, then they deserve to get expelled. That's on them.
The problem is the students, only one student got expelled. The rest of them were given a slap on the wrist, and they fired the teacher.
Sounds complicated.
There was a lot of politics. Principal didn't like the teacher, so he was basically just looking for a reason to get rid of him. And so that was his reason of, oh, you let this happen in your class? All right, you're gone. It was bad. Let's begin. Map marking symbols are used to represent an assortment of different units and formations. This is the symbol for infantry. Green. Try to draw the symbol for headquarters from memory. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's this. Guys, you think you can draw the symbol for an armor troop?
Sure, this should be it. No, I have a tough one for you. What does this symbol mean?
That's engineer, right?
You got it.
Phew. So much to memorize for this class. The fact that we're going in blind makes it even worse. These seem like the raw basics, too. Given that not all of us will end up involved with the military, it does seem a little excessive. But bear in mind that our military science classes teach us how to deal with harsh situations efficiently. In that sense, there's plenty to learn even if we never find ourselves on a battlefield.
That's probably why it's mandatory. We could save our lives. We owe it to ourselves to do well.
Agreed.
Bless.
Okay. We need to go talk to a bunch of people.
Right.
Because apparently we need to talk to a bunch of people to raise
Not Monica. No.
It's always Monica.
Don't talk to Monica.
Just Monica?
Just Monica.
Then it'll
Just
just be
Monica.
Monica forever.
No, we need to talk to Becky. Okay. These are going to be very quick. Just
Becky.
she is Scottish.
Oh, Scottish accent.
Or is it Scottish or Irish? I know those are two very vastly different languages.
1 second.
It's written in the phonetics a bit too. Yeah.
Show it, Hugo. I'm not taking any advice for you.
Not bad.
I can memorize everything in one go the night before.
Do we have a Hugo? Have we talked to Hugo?
No, I don't think we've talked to Hugo yet.
No.
I'll be Hugo since you were all the military soldier peoples. Becky. You won't be able to remember anything that way. The trick to memorization is to study up just before you go to bed. When you wake up, review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Reedon. Might as well give it a shot. Thanks.
Oh, thank God.
Terrible advice.
Oh, thank God. I had no confidence in my Scottish. Jesus.
So I missed what he said on how to study properly.
He said, read it real quick before you go to bed, and then when you get up in the morning, do it again, and it helps seal it in your memory.
You know, I'm more the advocate of stay up until wee hours of the morning. Make sure you read it real good the night before, and then not sleeping just a little bit, and then go for your test.
Question. These are all just going to be like random school-related study, random things. Do we want to read all of these, or just get through them?
You don't have to assign them now if you don't want to deal with it.
I'm just asking, because there's 10 of these we have to do.
If we just go through it, I'll get them written down. Kind of down the line.
What do you mean?
Like if you just if you guys start doing voices, I'll write them down.
Okay, well, we have a macro out
just not read
already,
them.
I think.
Nope.
We don't? I thought this
Xander,
was...
go! He looks like a tired person.
He's got kind of a deeper voice, if I remember right. Kind of grovelly because he smokes constantly.
Yeah, we've not seen this guy before.
I thought we had. Xander, do you want him?
Either way.
Go for it.
You probably know this already, but the first faculty lounge is off limits while exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you've got to knock on the door and ask. You got something you want to ask me?
I've actually got an orbital science question to ask you.
Figures. Show me what's got you stumped. I'll get you up to speed.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, they're short scenes, but they are, like...
Well, it's not too bad if we don't flatter out who to pick the voices. We'll just kind of go on a bunch of lines or whatever. You guys
Okay.
can alternate for the dudes and we'll alternate for girls.
Nope, that's not who I want.
We don't care about you, Beatrix.
Okay. Let me grab a voice for Mary, because she does have an actual voice later. So does Makarov, to be fair.
Is it high or low?
She has a... let me find it. She's got a little bit of a lower voice, not super nasally, but like just a little bit of, like just a hint of nasal to it. Kind of, yeah, it's like a little lower with a little bit of nasal to it.
Okay. These will be your very first midterms, won't they? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous too. This is the first time I've come up with questions for them. You should be fine as long as you study up on everything we covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either.
There's a couple of art history things I needed cleared up, actually.
Oh my, a student is really relying on me for help? What a pleasant surprise. Art evolved in very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see.
Yeah, this is her first year teaching, I think. So she's like, oh, somebody's going to ask me questions?
Oh, wow. Questions.
All right, let's see. Anybody else I need to see on the first floor? Library, gym. And first floor. That's Makarov and Mary. Okay, second floor. Nope, not that side. Music room. There it is. I would have won, but it's the fancier's guide to Erebonian opera and painting. Why would one book cover such different topics? Still, we'll probably cover some of the stuff on our exams. Been hard to give it a read. Okay. And then it looks like I have one more in the main building outside of the gymnasium, which will go to the gym when we go talk to Laura and Elisa. Oh gosh. Hold on, I forgot about this lady. Let me see if I can find her voice, because she has a very distinct voice. Okay. I'm going to play this because, like I said, she has a very distinct voice. Let me go here. Okay. Don't know how loud this is going to be, so preface. That is her voice. She's about to say another line.
I like her. I like her. I like her, Gib.
I told you she has a very distinct voice, which is why I wanted you to hear her voice, because it was very distinct.
I don't know why, but I feel like that makes it remind me so much of like Mira's like everyday voice. That just reminded me so much of your normal voice there.
Wow.
When Mira's feeling extra gremlin-y.
Yeah, a little bit more gremlin-y. Anyways, good for me that I remember the lines prior to them.
I clicked back in after changing, getting the video. I can't help that it does that.
I love the rain. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study, thanks to a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be on our Orbal Science exam. This is certain. This is fate.
You're just making things up now. What if she does have some sort of special powers? I mean, couldn't hurt to study that page, just in case. She's kind of like the weird occult person in the school.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening. I'm like, sus, a little nasally.
Yeah.
A little sultry, but way more sus with the sultry. Got it.
Yep. She is, I think she's head of the occult club.
I love it.
Amazing.
Twins.
Yes. Okay, these two also have voices. Both of them do. And they are also distinct voices. I just gotta
All right,
find...
Dee, let's hear the two voices and figure out who gets what.
Okay. How was that last one spelled?
Beryl?
Yeah.
B-E-R-Y-A. B-E-R... B-E-R-Y-L. Ugh.
Got it? Sure.
Okay. So this... I'm going to play you Becky's voice first, because that's the first one that appears in this scene where they talk. So
Which one was that one?
That is Becky, which is the one with the long, straight hair.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, the other girl that you played earlier, Becky, outside, this is her voice.
That's definitely Scottish for her. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why are there so many Beckys?
There's so many.
So that's Lindy. I need to find...
That was Becky.
That was
Well,
Becky.
yes, Lindy though was the one with long pink hair. Or not?
Okay,
sorry.
that's not what.
Becky is the
Okay.
Scottish person.
Hold on. Becky's the Scottish person.
Becky is
I
the
forget
other
the sisters'
person.
names. Vivi.
Okay. So
So
there
it
aren't
was
two
Vivi
Beckys,
that we
there
just
is
heard.
Just one. Okay.
Hold on. No. It's really confusing because they go back and forth because the two of them it makes more sense once we see them in the story. So that was Lindy's voice, which is actually the one in braid. Later she changes her hair to a straighter, which is what confused me.
Okay.
So Vivi, let me get Vivi's voice. It's similar because they're twins, but I need to... That's the Japanese. That doesn't help. That's Vivi, which is the straight hair in this scene currently.
I'm not gonna lie, their voices sound so similar.
They're very similar because they're identical twins.
I know. That's why it's just like, okay. Do you want Vivi or do you want Lindy?
I'll take Vivi.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
Studying is so boring. But Reen here might make things interesting. In fact, I've got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition?
Is the audio stopping at the end?
Yeah, that's because I was looking at something. That's why. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Every time someone gets a question wrong, they have to take off an article of clothing.
Seriously? I'm not doing that. Never in a million years.
Oh, okay. Guess we won't be studying at all then.
That's not what I meant.
As long as everyone keeps their clothes on, I'm fine with helping you two study. It probably helped me too. Okay.
Vivi is down bad.
So the reason they sound so similar is because it's the same person for both roles.
Makes sense.
It's Melissa Fawn. She voices both of them.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I've got Lindy. I need to go to the literature club. In one of these bookshelves. There it is. Everybody, history and pictures. What is this? More like a comic book than a traditional textbook. It does seem historically accurate, though. Can't hurt to give it a read.
Erebonia, the graphic novel.
You know, honestly, if things were graphic novels, I'm sure people would actually pay attention in history.
Oh, I read Beowulf first through graphic novel form, and it was amazing. So I'm just saying, like, yeah.
May I make a request that we finish up here soon because I have work tomorrow?
Yep. I'm literally going to finish these last. There's only 2 of these things left here, and then I'm going to call it.
Okay.
We can have political economics. In the subject matter, this book seems really accessible. It'd probably make for a good refresher. I literally have to talk to one more person in this room. Thomas.
Thomas is scholarly. That's Xander.
Then we have to go look at another book, and that's it.
Okay, those ones me, you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello there. Did you come along to review some of what we covered in class?
Actually, I was just passing by.
Oh, come now. There's no need to be shy. Not when it comes to history. Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we go over every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam?
Yeah, sounds like it could be helpful if I can actually stay awake. Alright. And this next one will set us up for our next whatchamacallit. There we go. The book, Military Science, the primer. This is one well-written book. Illustrations really bring things to life, too. Wait a second. This probably belongs to someone. We leave a book like this behind, so I'm sure they'll be back soon. I'll just leave this here. Alright.
Look, he goes around and studies. Ooh, look at this one. Just...
Alrighty. Thank you guys for hanging out, watching. I appreciate y'all. We will be back with more on Wednesday. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.